Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I'm Shekhar Gupta, and because my guest today is Captain Amrinder Singh. Amrinder, welcome to Walk the Talk.
Thank you.
Anybody can guess why we chose this location to record this one, but you better explain why.
Well, because it's a very nostalgic feeling when you come here. And I remember when you started building this, you were the one who built it.
Well, our readers contributed a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, it was the Indian Express, then you were heading, which we did this. I was then Chief Minister too, and I was here when it was inaugurated. I mean, to go around this and to see the names here, of course, perhaps 47, 48, I don't recognize very many. But when you come to 65, one recognizes colleagues. You recognize men who had served with you in your regiment. Some of them you recognize who didn't serve with you, but when I was ADC to the Army Commander, I used to go around and meet. And it's a very nostalgic feeling.
Chandigarh War Memorial.
Yes.
So almost 8,000 Indian soldiers from this region killed in all the various wars have their names inscribed here. And you stand in front of 1965, which was your war.
Yeah, absolutely. And I knew all these regiments, where they went and where they did. Here's my own regiment, Fateh Singh of 2 Sikh.
Right.
So they're like that. There are so many, I may not know them by name, but certainly I know their regiments by name, where they fought and what they did. Like 9 Punjab was up in Cham, 14 Kumaon was up in Srinagar, 4 Kumaon was there. I mean, every 9 Jack rifles were nearly wiped out in the Akhnur battle. So these are.
Is your first love politics, or is your first love military history?
Military history.
Military history.
Military history. Your first love is always what is your choice, and my choice was joining the army, and that is from when I was a little boy, and I had to leave because my mother went to Parliament, my father went out as ambassador, my brother was also in the army. Otherwise, perhaps I would have stayed on forever.
So, are you trying to say that army was the choice or politics majboori?
Exactly that. It had to become majboori because there was nobody left at home, and I had to leave. And once you leave, and when I took part in my mother and father's campaign, then you get to know people, and then then you can't get out.
और नशा भी आता है politics का?
Not as much as being in the service, in the army. I think it's a different thing. There you are a close-knit family. When you have to stand by each other when the chips are down, and your relationship is different. Here, there.
When chips are down, तो पीछे से
ये भी मैं बता दूं, उस सर्विस में कोई झूठ नहीं बोलता, इस सर्विस में कोई सच नहीं बोलता.
तो ये झूठ वालों से कैसे मुकाबला करते हैं? हमारे साथ वैसे सच बोलना आज. तो पॉलिटिक्स में अप एंड डाउन भी हुए. How do you describe today's phase? आप अभी up हैं या down?
No, I think it's fine. People.
I know all Sardars would say चढ़दी कला, but.
No, मैं बताता हूँ. अब देखो, I'm 47th year in politics. So 47 years में आप सीख भी जाते हो बहुत कुछ. और ये जो ऐसे बोलते हैं आम वगैरह, this is what they were saying about PPP in the last election. कि PPP की गवर्नमेंट आ गई, प्रेस बोलती थी कि चीफ मिनिस्टर ही बन जाएगा, फलाना बन जाएगा. एक सीट नहीं आई उनकी.
PPP was Manpreet Badal.
Now you have the same noise going on about Kejriwal. They don't have a face, they don't have a policy, they don't have a program, they have nothing. And this is only frustration speaking from the youth. And what is that? Because they can't find jobs. Punjab's economy is going in shambles.
So who's your competition in this election? Akali Dal or Aam Aadmi Party?
I think it will be Akali Dal. Akali Dal, why? Because they are a 100-year-old party, we are a 130-year-old party. We have fixed bases you have. In every village you have congressmen. In their Sikh villages you have Akalis. So you have somebody who, whether you give a goat a ticket, those people will vote. And that is what both of us have.
Vote for goat, अच्छी line है. Amrinder, if you look at this, I mean, this is bulk of them are for Punjab, and later one part became Haryana. But say up to 65, and definitely
you have Himachal also.
Himachal also, yes. Bulk, but Himachal also used to be Punjab.
Yes.
Right. So this was a region of soldiering, sporting excellence, all kinds of things adventurous.
Yeah.
Has it all died down right now?
It's died down. Why? But it's coming back.
Because in sports, it's missing now. I see the odd hockey star now coming up. Sardar is there, a couple of more are there. And that's why Indian hockey is looking better, in fact.
Well, let me tell you why. I think it's this frustration, number one. and as a consequence drugs. And this is why I am proposing and pushing that we should bring in more sports clubs, both for girls and boys. Girls are taking drugs now,
Right.
and so that they get involved in sports. And what is happening, it's a very good thing. I know a couple of my colleagues, MLAs, who are organizing cricket matches. And in a neighboring constituency, 200 villages joined in bringing their teams. And it gets people involved in that. So sports is essential. And that, of course, from there we will get people thrown up
Because
for
in the
national.
neighborhood, Haryana is doing so well right now. It gets 2/3 of India's medals.
Yes, absolutely.
Much smaller
But
Haryana.
even here, look, my son took over the NRAI, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And this year we will have the maximum representative, and perhaps one of the few gold medals or silver medals coming to will be
But
shooters.
the problem is, it's good some people are shooting this way, most people are shooting this way.
That's the worst thing. That is the worst thing, and and I'm not. That is, of course, heroin is a terrible thing.
Yes.
But apart from that, this new chitta which has come in, this chemical.
So
thing
what
which
exactly is this?
I don't know which chemical goes in, but it's a blend of chemicals. And I'm told that if a man with heroin can last for 5 years, this man lasts for 2 years.
And
I've got mohallas in my Amritsar.
Is it smoked? Is it sniffed? Is
No.
it injected?
Chitta.
Yeah.
Oh, frankly, I don't know how they use it, but I think sniffing, isn't it? But I saw some girls the other day sniffing it on a Facebook, and 3 young girls sitting and sniffing this stuff. So what they do it, how they use it, I can't tell you, but I can tell you that it's something that is destroying Punjab.
Destroying Punjab. So to that extent, you don't think this Urta Punjab characterization is wrong?
No, I'm all for it. I had even told the producers, you give me the originals, at my expense, at my even my legal expense, I will go and fight it and release it in Punjab. Why are you trying to hide something which is there? Who does it bother? It bothers the guys who are in government today.
But Amrinder, आपकी पार्टी को भी बहुत देर से समझ आई है ना? It's like one film has woken up everybody. Media has also woken up now. In fact, it's one of those rare occasions when popular culture has set.
No, Shekhar, this is not correct.
News media's agenda.
I have been the first one to raise it in Punjab. In fact, when we came into government in 2002, we couldn't understand. That time it was this poppy husk, where it was coming from, Pukki they call it.
पर पुखी तो even
But
in our childhood used to be there.
You know where we found it? I chased up in Barnala. There was a guy called Kittu who was doing this, and we didn't know where this thing was being kept. We found they were keeping it in the police stations and selling it from the police stations. Now here, if you let the police tell them not to interfere, then this is going to grow. If the police, I know, if you give them, build up a clear team and you tell them this is the task, 10 days I want it out, they know who's doing it.
And still you think, you and your leader think that you will come and solve this problem in a month.
I think
Is
so.
it a joke?
4 weeks. 4 weeks. No, I'm not a joke at all. We have got some very competent police officers who are willing to do the job. We've got policemen, but when you are going to rely on people who are, they've changed the whole structure of police. They put in a DSP under the charge of an MLA who has 2 thanas under him. And so whatever the DSP is told, it's done. Otherwise the DSP is out. And these boys who are PPS officers and all never get opportunities.
PPS is Punjab Police.
Punjab Police.
State Civil Service.
IPS officers who, by law, should be running the districts, not one of the districts are with them.
The next, since I said you're gift wrapping the state for your common rival, in a way, Aam Aadmi Party. I mean, which party in its right mind, and don't give me the legal position and all that, and somebody was exonerated. Is your party so short of people that you had to choose Kamal Nath to supervise?
No, it's not a
Punjab?
question of short of people. The question is why, when a person has been exonerated, look, this took place in 84. In 84, you have had the Ranganathan Mishra Commission. Name was not there. In the Nanavati Commission, Mr. Phulka brings 2 people, Mukhtiar Singh and Ajmer Singh, and put their name forward as witnesses. And the judge was not convinced by the evidence. And Kamal Nath is exonerated. Once he is exonerated in 2006 it was, and this was 1984, how many years is it? 22 years? Then you suddenly find a man guilty again. Once exonerated is over.
No, वो तो ठीक है. But आपको जरूरी था कि अभी आपको यही explain करना पड़ता, because ये सारा emphasis बदल जाएगा election का. This will become an election in 84.
Well, they may want to play this up. Aam Aadmi is playing it up. Where were Aam Aadmi? 32 years ago, were any of these chaps born?
And Mr. Phulka was. And he did a lot of work. We know that he.
We know how much work he did. We know what Pulka was. We know that when he had a little office residence in one place and suddenly he's got a multi-storied building and a house and all, where's that money come from, which he says he's doing gratis. He's not doing anything gratis. He's being paid by the DGPC. He takes it in the name of his juniors instead of taking it as his own name. We know the whole facts and figures of that.
I think this is the new trend in our politics. You know, whoever you don't like it, you say that he took money. Like Mr. Nehlani said about...
I have talked to the DGPC people, Mr. Sarnas and all. They've told us how they used to pay him.
That is the Delhi Gurdwara.
The Delhi Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee president he was. He told me that how they used to pay him. So it is business of hoo-ha, saying that we are...
Did your party
very
consult
honest.
you before putting Kamal Nath in charge?
This is the Congress president's decision, who she wishes. And I don't think there's anything wrong in Kamal coming. I know Kamal since we were schoolboys together.
You were in the same school.
Yeah, but he was junior to me. Right. I didn't know him that well in school. But I've known him since.
I think he and Naveen Patnaik were the same class, junior to you.
I think Sanjay and he.
Sanjay, he and Naveen Patnaik, yes.
But the fact of the matter is, I say this is his 9th term in Parliament or 8th term in Parliament.
Right.
I mean, the man has a lot of experience. And if we get a good experienced person in this time, there's nothing wrong in it. And I think this is a wrong perception to try and implicate a person when I feel that, and what forget me feeling, with Justice Nanavati doesn't want him,
no,
Justice Mishra doesn't want him.
I think Justice Nanavati has limited, I am careful, limited credibility, let me say that. But his report is what it is. It does exonerate Kamal Nath, yeah. Definitely. But did you really have to bring in this factor? You know, gade murde kyun khad rahe hain?
Look, if we are going to say that, then the Congress, anybody here will say the whole Congress party is to blame. Everybody is to blame. I mean, Congress party ne karwaya ji. They won't say A ne karaya, B ne karaya, Congress party ne karwaya.
But has Congress done enough to make amends for 84?
I think we've done everything. We were voted in by the Sikhs of Punjab in 2002 when I became Chief Minister. Delhi, when Sheila Ji was elected, the entire Sikh community voted for Sheila Ji. Who was the General Secretary then? Kamal Nath. When we won the corporation in Delhi where we swept the polls, who was the General Secretary? Kamal Nath. The Sikhs in Delhi didn't seem to mind. It seems to be only here, the Aam Aadmi and all are making a noise for nothing.
Well, the Akalis are becoming...
Yes, but the same Akalis, Mr. Prakash Singh Bahadur in 2006 gave a statement that why are they blaming Kamal Nath? Isne to kuch bhi nahi kiya.
Oh, he did.
He did.
I'll have to
you check that.
But
when he was Minister of Urban Housing, Kamal, he went to call on him and then he met the press outside and they were saying...
How does your party work? Your party obviously has impatience. उनको पसंद ही नहीं आते regional leader कोई strong हो तो.
That I agree with. I am not for. We are today dealing with regional parties, yeah. And if you don't give the strength to your regional leaders, then it's difficult for them to match up. But two things, which are the Congress president's prerogative, certainly, and I don't think that can be diluted. One is the appointment of a General Secretary, and the other is the appointment of Rajya Sabha members. We may give our views, but final decision is hers. When it comes to Lok Sabha and it comes to Vidhan Sabha, they all listen.
I know Rajya Sabha you were let down. You announced Hansraj Hansa's name.
I announced two people. Initially, I suggested the names of Sunil Jakhar,
yes.
And Manish Tiwari. But when I was told that no, one has to go to Bajwa because this is a commitment made, so then I said...
They were getting him out of your way.
Who?
Bajwa.
No, he's not a problem.
He's your dissident number one.
Oh, he can be any dissidents. Dissidents is nothing new.
Dissidents is always rewarded.
No, not. I think when they were changing him from PCC, they must have made this commitment to him. So if you made a commitment, then it's fine. You must stand by your commitment.
But why aren't they declaring you Chief Minister?
I think it's never happened before, unless they do it now, except in my time, which happened in 2012.
But is it a good thing?
But that was announced 2 days or 3 days before. You have to.
आज के ज़माने में थोड़ा कर सकते हैं.
आज क्या कह रहे हैं हम आपको कि इनके पास चेहरा नहीं है.
चेहरा नहीं है, हाँ.
तो जब चेहरा आ जाएगा, तो we are asking for a चेहरा there, so we have to have a चेहरा ourselves.
अपना भी, हाँ.
उसका तो चेहरा हम जानते हैं. The old man says he wants to fight again. He's 93 years old.
Right.
So उसका तो चेहरा है.
इंडिया में 93 वाले तो करुणानिधि हैं, ये है VS है, 93 वाले तो ठीक ठाक हैं.
He's younger than Karunanidhi, that's right.